Hi guys, this is your reading for Monday the 4th of December 2017. Thank you for joining me. I'm using the Morgan Greer deck for today's reading. Let's have a look at what's coming up. Okay, so we have the Judgment card, then we have the Eight of Swords, and the Five of Pentacles. So the Judgment card doesn't have to do with judgment of, the Old Testament God saying you've been good or bad or you're going up or down. It's judgment in the sense that the voice of the higher power, the voice of the universe, it's not just blowing its trumpet and its horn. It's really, really on fire. So the message is coming through loudly and clearly that you're meant to wake up like these people here who are blue because they're sitting in a coffin. They've been resting in there for a long time, doing nothing. They've been stationary and not fulfilling any kind of purpose or not living their path. And they're being awoken. It's kind of like, the rapture almost. It's kind of like this external, divine, universal force is waking people up, and it's asking them or kind of supporting them in getting in touch with their true nature and with what they're really meant to be doing. We've also got this cross here. This angle is spirituality and this is the world. So there's a perfect intersection between spirit and the world. So what are you doing in terms of your life? What are you doing in terms of your relationships? Are you on the right track, or are you just asleep, totally doing something that you're not meant to be doing? So it's kind of a wake-up call. The next card is the Eight of Swords, and that's helpful because the Eight of Swords means that you need some help. I mean, this woman, she's bound, she's stuck. Negative thinking has totally kept her in the dark. She's blindfolded, so she doesn't have any clue of, how to even get out of this mess that she's in. But she's wearing a red dress. So it's almost like she's been punished for being too passionate about things, too expressive about where she wants to go. And she's almost been jailed. This looming kind of sinister tower in the back probably has like an evil king or queen in there cackling loudly saying, look at what we've done. So this almost seems like punishment, but it's passion versus reason. And it's not reason in a positive way. It's, I really want to be a film star, but I can't because I don't live on the west coast of the States and I'm not talented enough and I'll never make it, so I might as well forget it. That kind of thinking doesn't make the passion go away, but it totally makes you feel stuck. It makes you feel really, really negative, and you have no idea what else you should be doing. And it feels like the world is against you. All of these institutions of the world have conspired to make your life difficult. And why have I been given these passions if there's no way to fulfill them? And the answer is that you can only fulfill them if you let go of control of your life, you surrender. So you let that part of your life pass away, so to speak, and you let yourself be lifted up by the fire of the divine, of your higher power, which gives you the fire and which is totally aligned with what you're feeling and which is where that desire came from in the first place. And that's what's going to bring you to life and is going to realize your life and make it happen. Because if you have a desire within you, that isn't just arbitrary. You've got that for a reason because the universe has placed it there. So, one, you'll get clearer in terms of what you're meant to be doing, and you'll be evaluating your situation. So, where am I in my life? Who's in my life? Is this right and proper? Is it not right and proper? Is it appropriate? Should I be doing something else? And you see that very clearly. And you hear this voice of the divine. And by saying the voice of the divine, I mean, that sounds very abstract. Just your higher self, your conscience, is saying, listen, you're on the wrong track. You've always wanted to be a film star, so why are you working as an accountant? Wake up and do what it is that you feel passionate about. So really, really clear but not very comfortable, right? Because when you get that kind of a message, it's like, oh, okay, I'm gonna have to make changes. And that's what this card is about. The Five of Pentacles represents tough times and difficulty and rejection. So we've got this, usually it's kind of these two people outside of a church. They've kind of zoomed in here in this deck. So we've got this stained glass window there, and these two poor people are out in the cold. He's injured, she's taking care of him, but you know, she's not doing well herself, but they've got each other and they're supporting each other and they're going to continue on. Pentacles is about the practical world, working, making things happen. So the easy bit is getting your perspective to change and to really get the answers that you want. But then once you have that realization, it's like, okay, let's go back to the film star example. Okay, now I'm going to actually have to pack up my bags. I'm going to have to leave Hull, England. I'm going to have to get on a plane. I'm going to have to find a place to live. I'm going to have to go to auditions, try and find an agent, do all of the things, start competing with others. And that seems very difficult. The truth is, though, that this can be done. Again, you wouldn't have the desire if it wasn't given to you by something greater and wiser than you. And look at the red. It's there, and it's there. So use that fire, not to just say, oh, I give up and this is too difficult, but use that fire and passion to really throw yourself into it, to work very, very hard at making this a reality and ask for help. There are two people here. He's not alone. She's not alone. So I've today realized the dream, eureka, but unfortunately, it's really difficult to achieve. So I've got a choice. I can either say, too difficult, I'll never make it, I'll just give up. Or I can really use all of my energy and pour myself into it and make one final last attempt and say, okay, I'm going to go to LA for 6 months and really go to every audition I can. And if I make it, I make it. If I don't, I don't, but at least I've tried. And the odds and the likelihood of you achieving your dream is high because the universe doesn't save you from drowning just to kick you to death on the beach, okay? I didn't come up with that saying, I heard that somewhere. The way to make this easier on yourself is to ask for help, is to say, I know what I'm doing, but I'm going to need some help, either financial help, or I'm going to need a friend to come with me, or I'm going to need some contacts out where I'm going to get this started. And it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to reach out. And if anything, what the cards are saying, especially this one, is you will only be able to do this hard work and achieve all of this is if you ask someone to support you in this new endeavor. Because you can't do everything by yourself, especially something that seems so far away from you and so different than your actual life. Another thing I heard was, what? Good things happen slowly, great things happen all at once. So this seems tumultuous and really major, but something really major and wonderful is going to come out of it. So if you have that message today that, oh my God, I have this amazing insight, but it seems almost impossible, please don't dismiss it and say it's impossible just because it's hard. Ask for help. Ask people who've been there, who've done that themselves, who've achieved that dream and have come from one place and ended up totally somewhere different and achieved freedom through doing it. You know, pick their brains and see, how did you do it? I want to do the same. I want to get myself to fulfill my ambitions and my hopes and desires. Number-wise, we've got 20, and 8 is 28, and 5 is 33. Wow. 33 is a master number, and it's the master number of the Ascended Masters. So don't just ask other people for help. Ask for help via your ancestors, your guides, the Ascended Masters. The Ascended Masters are any of the people who have made it in the sense that they've become enlightened. So Jesus and Buddha and Kuan Yin and Saint Germain and all those people, whoever you feel drawn to. And even it can be religious figures as well. If you feel very drawn to Lord Shiva, then speak with him. It's whoever you feel a natural organic connection with and something that's going to make you feel supported. Reach out to that. It's going to help you to take your passion and to make it happen. I have used 3 cliches in this reading today, so please forgive me. So I hope you have a wonderful day. I mean, it looks life-changing or potentially life-changing. It looks like you can really make a huge change and really reevaluate where you're at, whether you're happy with that or not. And if you aren't happy with it, to then make the difficult choices and to bite the bullet and to really go for it and use your energy to make your life totally different. So, amazing day. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful start to the week. If you would like a private reading with me, then please get in touch with me via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab to audio reading. Please remember to subscribe to this channel, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.